Congratulations on the film, Mr. James.
Thank you.
I had to look back at your body of work, and it's quite intriguing. You know, Little Odessa, The Yards Who Own the Night, Two Lovers. I mean, they're all set in New York. Some are kind of action drama, some romantic. You kind of, and The Immigrant, you kind of want to challenge yourself with this film.
Yeah.
You love challenges. Because this one is in the UK and World War. I mean,
Yeah, it's crazy.
totally expansive.
You know, at a certain point, I look at myself and say, I'm 40 years old at the time. I was 39 when I started writing it. If I don't try it now, when will I try?
Yeah. So in a way, you kind of became Percy.
My wife brought that up to me, actually. Midway through, she said, you know, this is like the story of a director. I said, it is? She said, yeah, you know, you're a director, you become obsessed with a project, you leave for years at a clip, it has a cost with the family. I said, oh, really? So I bring my family with me wherever I go, and they came with me to the jungle. But you're right, there's a weird thing. You become the character becomes you.
Well, and to me, I look at it as a movie of challenges and obsessions, and not only about the subject.
That's right.
With you challenge yourself. Robert Pattinson, Mr. Twilight, I'm totally great in the film.
He's great.
Charlie Hunnam. I mean, they're all, it's all about passion and pure challenges, and it's quite commendable.
Oh, thank you. Well, I mean, we all decided that we were going to try and go all in, and, you know, you try to give the audience a sense of something special, and if you don't work hard, how can you expect the audience to respond in any way?
Right, right.
So we felt that we would try and give everything of ourselves.
And it's quite intriguing that I read at the production notes that initially, when you heard about Charlie Hunnam, you're like, oh, isn't he a biker from Sons of Anarchy?
I didn't, yeah. I thought he was like some American guy, you know, from like Nebraska or something. I didn't know. And then they said, no, he's from Newcastle, England. I said, he is? And he came to dinner. I invited him to dinner. I made him a dinner. He shows up. He's, you know, the handsomest man of all time, and my wife falls in love with him.
Oh.
And then next thing I know, I'm talking to him, and he's incredibly intelligent and interesting and funny.
Wow.
And I could tell he was crazy dedicated.
Wow.
Yeah.
What was your initial attraction to the whole project?
You know, it's always tough to put into words because, in a sense, it's almost like, you know, why you marry your wife. You know, she's
Right.
lovely looking and has a nice figure, with a lot of women who have lovely faces. The stories speak to you in some way that is not tangible, but when you look back on it, it becomes clearer. And I think it's about this idea of the creation of an obsession and how it follows through and how it changes over time.
Wow.
And that's a very powerful idea because that motivates a lot of who we are.
You know, another thing that I like about the film is, you know, it is an explorer movie, really, on the surface, right? But somehow, it also speaks volumes about politics, gender,
Yeah, absolutely.
race.
Absolutely. That's
Right.
critical to the story. You know, it's when you have a blonde-haired white man from Europe going to South America, you know, it's scary. You don't want to make the you know, white savior movie, and
Right.
there's such political complexity that comes with that, and I was obsessed with trying to make sure that every character, including Percy's wife Nina, which is Sienna's character, and all of the indigenous peoples of South America, that they would have their own independent voice in the film. And that was critically important to me and to us. And it's why we had to shoot in South America. You know, there was offers to shoot elsewhere, and I said, no, I have to get the Indian tribes of Amazonia in this movie.
So
and
it's
we did.
really real. One little quick question. The lost city of Z, do you think there really is a city of
There's
Z?
absolutely no question there is.
Wow.
Now, it's not what he thought. He thought there'd be big stone temples and stuff. But in a larger sense, he was absolutely right. There's already huge evidence of pre-Columbian settlements all throughout the jungle. They just found one in Honduras.
Wow. And there's Wonder Woman in there.
Yeah, I bet. That's right. Wonder Woman, that's right. She's an Amazon.